Well, the hoops really matter now. It's the round of 16, the knockout stage at the FIBA U17 World Cup. It's Australia and it's Slovenia. The Under-17 World Cup takes us into the knockout phase. Australia went 3-0 in the group phase. Slovenia 0-3, looking for the upset win to keep their hopes and dreams alive in Istanbul. Australia has been fantastic at this tournament. They came in with expectations of being one of the best here in Turkey, and they have been. They dominated Serbia, another one of the favorites, to start their tournament, and then they beat Ivory Coast and Venezuela with no trouble. And on the other side for Slovenia, 0-3 with losses to Puerto Rico, Turkey, and New Zealand. That last loss yesterday was a close one, but that loss means they have to face the top team out of Australia's Group D. And Slovenia is out of Group C. Australia, again, they kind of just ran through Group D. That loss to Ivory Coast was a very close one, 78-73, and they went into the fourth quarter trailing, but eventually, behind their guard play, able to come back and win it. We meet the referees for today's game: Julio Anaya, Blanca Burns, and Jan Davidson. This Australia team has a lot of experience from the U16 Asia Cup team. 9 players returning for their 8th World Cup appearance. They fell all the way to 15th in 2024, but they do not look like they're slipping that far again. No changes in the starting lineup. Luke Paul, Antonio Brown, Will Hamilton, John Ariang, and Yaya Bassaran, the 5 for head coach Greg Vanderjack, who was the coach for that U16 squad last year. They won a 4th consecutive gold at that event, and it wasn't even close. And Slovenia coming back from the Eurobasket tournament with 7 returners, and the starting lineup for them: Alex Pejic-Rupnik, Nate Slapnik, Max Andrlic, Matic Rezets, and Nate Roznik. That's the 5. Gregor Gorniec is the head coach for Slovenia. This is a pretty big Slovenian team. They don't have a 7-footer to guard Bassaran, but they have a lot of depth from that 6'4" to 6'8" range. They can really bring guys off the bench. You look at Loon Yarks off the bench. He's one of their best players, 6'9". Jakob Shiftar will also come off the bench, 6'5", leading scorer in this tournament. So Australia and Slovenia are just moments away from tip-off. Australia in green, Slovenia in white. In the round of 16, when it really matters, we're going to boil this thing all the way down to a gold medal winner. 4 teams already punching their tickets to the quarterfinals. The winner of this one gets Canada. We are underway in the round of 16. Australia basketball, to get us started with their star guard, Luke Paul, had a quiet game yesterday against Venezuela, only 6 points, but he's been the main facilitator throughout the tournament. He sets up Hamilton for an early triple. Will Hamilton steps out and drains it to get this game going. Matits resets, works against Ariang, into the paint, won't go, Bassaran the rebound. He's the 7-footer to keep an eye on for Australia. Australia in the group phase averaged 54 rebounds per game, Slovenia only 37. Luke Paul downhill, swings it, Brown, open three, he got it. 2 threes in the first minute for the Australians. Rojnik drives and kicks. Pejic Rupnik gets inside, back out, Rojnik, bounce pass, turnover. Bassaran takes it away and slows it down in the backcourt. Paul, skip to the corner, Hamilton. Back up high to the facilitator. Brown gets the screen. Brown spins, hangs, last touch by Slovenia. Paul will inbound with 7 on the timer. Paul, Hamilton tries another 3, and he does not get the roll. Slovenia's offense looking for an answer. Slapnik to the corner. Good closeout by Ariang. Back door, Paul was ready for it, and he takes it away. Brown hands Ariang. Paul, the Bassaran screen. Paul slices in, kick, Brown, Ariang. He tried to drive, walled off. Back for Brown, 3 to shoot. Brown ripped away, a 2-on-1, and clear the runway. That is too easy for Nate Rojnik. The first points for Slovenia. They needed an answer, and they get one. Brown, Paul, he had the space. Paul, that's a tough shot, missed it. Full court pressure from Australia. Slovenia breaks it, no problem. Anderlic into the paint. And that was actually Anderlic that had the first bucket rather than Rojnik. The bright teal numbers for Slovenia. And there's a floater, and it drops. Paul, Bassaran. Paul has the space. It's a 3, pure. Luke Paul with his first bucket. That answers the floater from Pejic Rupnik. Outside Rojnik. Gives it up. 3 ball, too strong. Paul wants to run. Luke Paul going 1-on-1. Dishes it back to Ariang. What a feed and what a finish. Luke Paul somehow finding the slashing John Ariang. Paul with his third assist already. He's been a part of every Australian basket so far. Top of the key three with Brown closing out. It doesn't matter. That is money for Alex Pejic-Rupnik. A lot of perimeter screens and ball movement for Australia early in this one as Bassaran spins inside and scores. First points for the 7-footer, Yaya. He's got great post footwork. He showed it off at this tournament. They work the two-man game with Rezets and Rojnik. Get it inside. The floater is tipped off the back of the rim. Second effort. Brown was there. Ariang fights for room, and he finds Paul to get it across. And before he could, Paul was fouled. Paul has been giving room. Does not elect to use it. Instead, it's Brown cutting in. Bassaran offensive board and put back. Brown the steal. Numbers for Australia, and Antonio Brown was fouled. He had Paul and Ariang running with him. And Australia gets it. Already an 8-point lead in a very quick-moving first quarter. 5:36 in. It's 15-7. Ariang across. Bassaran. Paul wide open. He got his second three. They're giving Luke Paul the space, and he's making him pay. Already matching his total from yesterday's win over Venezuela. Akur. Brown up high. McCann drives. Paul, corner pop. It rolls in. Luke Paul, 3 for 3 from deep. Timeout Slovenia. 21-7 Australia behind the shooting of Luke Paul. 21-7, Australia over Slovenia. 3:40 to go in the first quarter. Luke Paul, 3 for 3 from downtown. Already 9 points and 3 assists for the Australian star guard. Out of the NBL Next Stars program, youngest player ever to sign a contract there. He did it before he even turned 17. He plays a lot like Australian NBA star Josh Giddey. Giddey saying that Paul reminds him a lot of himself. The way he could score in a variety of ways, really impressive. They're giving him space on the perimeter. He's making him pay, and there's a foul against Riak Akur. That puts Loon Yarts at the free throw line. Yarts a star. He's averaging 18.5 points per game. 20 point, 10 rebound, double-double in the opener. That was a loss to Puerto Rico. Yarts splits it. Brown. Antonio Brown, full head of steam. Turned it over. Oh, what a move. They'll get it inside against the Akur. It's Yarts. Kick back out. Open three, cash. Matic Rezet from downtown. Paul, the Mabit screen. Paul to Akur. What a find from Luke Paul. His 4th assist as Riak Akur is on the board. Australia really spreading the wealth. 6 different players have scored. Yarts tries a 3, left it short. Paul thought about it. Hesitation, kick out, McCann. Skip it, Paul in the corner. He tries a 3. And his first miss from downtown. Brown cleans it up. Brown hangs and will go to the line to shoot 2. Oh, might have gotten away with a travel. But they'll get the foul. And Antonio Brown headed to the stripe. First free throws for Australia will come from Antonio Brown, who scored 17 yesterday. He was 8 for 11 from the field. 3rd national team appearance for Brown. He's really increased his workload from last year's Asia Cup. Two for 2 for Brown. Under 2 to go in the first. He'll head to the bench. Tom Dammers comes in to replace him. Andrew Wateni is into the game. Pajic Rupnik adds to his early total. 7 points for Alex. McCann gets into the lane, missed the layup. Loose rebound, Slovenia picks it up. Here's Yarts to the corner, contested 3, it's good! Jaka Jovanovic with the deep hit. Slovenia back within single digits, under a minute to go in the opening quarter. Wateni attacks, kicks, swing it, McCann. Back Wateni, Akur, great ball movement. He got it. That is pretty basketball from the Australians. Loose ball picked up by Australia. Numbers, give it inside. McCann elevates. Josh McCann with 2 hands. In the blink of an eye, it's a 5-0 Australia run. The lead is 14. Shot clock turned off for Slovenia. Jovanovic hands off. Yarts comes to get it. 2 seconds. Jovanovic has to put it up. He missed it off the glass. And that will do it for the first quarter. A late spurt from the Australians has them up 30-16 after 10 minutes of play. We get the second quarter underway in Istanbul, 30-16. Australia's advantage after 10 minutes. The deep shooting on display for the Australians in that first frame. 6 for 8 from distance. Slovenia cannot answer to start it. And here comes Hamilton down the floor. Will Hamilton had it blocked. Off the baseline, inbound. Ariang finds Wateni. Puts it inside. That's a great feed, and Alex Mabbutt lays it in. Mabbutt is the 8th Australian to score. Really impressive. Hamilton fouled in the backcourt as he was tugged back. Wateni, quick corner pop. Australia on fire from downtown. 7 for 9 start. 2 free throws coming after the foul against Tom Dammers. First one is off. Jakob Shiftar. The opener for Shiftar, 31 points against Puerto Rico. He's averaging almost 19 a game in this tournament. And he goes 0 for 2. Offensive rebound and then a block for Mabit. Reset for Slovenia with Rezets up top. Loose ball scooped up, 2 to shoot. Do they realize it? They do, and it's good. That's a great heads-up play, and a lot of patience required to not throw up a 3 when you see 2 on the clock. Wateni directing traffic to the corner. Hamilton is open. It is well short, scooped back up and put in. Will Hamilton with 2 more for Australia. This offense scoring with ease early. Shooting it at almost a 70% clip. Jovanovic gets the answer. Wateni uses the screen, skips it, Hamilton. Lobs it back up high for Dammers. Wateni bounces, Ariang had trouble with it and they turn it over. Jaka Jovanovic with 5. Matic Rezets also has 5 and leading the way for Slovenia on the bench right now, but a great start for Alex Pajic-Rupnik. 7 points for him. Played the entire first quarter before getting a breather. They were looking for Godetz up top. It's taken away by Luke Paul, and look out. He got tripped from behind. Luke Paul wanted to elevate. And another look at this. Great read by Paul to take it away. And his feet got tangled as Hugo Rene Godetz tracked him down. And is it just a common foul or is it an unsportsmanlike? It is an unsportsmanlike against Godetz, so Luke Paul at the line, and then it's Australia basketball. Paul good on both. Great start for Luke Paul. His scoring has not been put on full display. 11 in the opener, 18 against Ivory Coast, and only 6 yesterday. But he is scoring the ball really well today. Already 10 points. Make it 11, actually, after that last free throw. Paul, dancing. Ariang a 3. It's good. Another Australian 3. They're 8 for 11 from deep. Slovenia cannot find an answer. It's taken in by Dammers. And last touch by Slovenia. Tomšić Vojkovic poked it out of bounds, and it stays with the Australians. 42-20. The offense for Australia extremely efficient. Paul with a Bassaran screen. Bounce pass for Ariang. Missed the layup. Bassaran offensive rebound and a foul. Man, what a find from Luke Paul to John Ariang, who missed it. But Luke Paul is showing off his vision. Really impressive. Ariang. Paul wants it. Back to the basket. Now face up. Paul up high. Hamilton went down to the floor. Kept alive by Paul. 2 to shoot. Fade away 3 is off. And here comes Slovenia. Swing to the corner. That's a good pass. 3 ball is off. Paul, Brown, quick pop, good. These kids can shoot. It's another Australian 3. The lead has ballooned to 25 for Australia, outscoring Slovenia in the second quarter 15-4. Matic Rezets at the free throw line for the Slovenians. Rezets, a 6'5" starter. 20 points, 9 rebounds in their last game of the group stage. Brown brings it across against full court pressure. Lucas Byrne is on for the first time. Yaya Bassaran off the bounce with 2 hands. Australia can score in every way imaginable right now, and Slovenia looks rattled. The 6th Slovenian turnover. This is an efficient offense, and the 7-footer takes it off the dribble. Bassaran again. Now Paul. Luke Paul skips it. That's a good pass to Byrne. He's a good shooter. Missed it this time. Rezits gets rid of it. Good baseline defending. They kick it back up high. That 3 might have been rushed. A fight for the rebound, still loose. No jump ball called. What's the call? It's a shot clock violation. Team defense from Australia forces a shot clock violation. Tomšić Vojković and Anderlic could not get a shot off. Brown doubled. Paul open in the corner. Paul now pops it. He puts it in. You can't give Luke Paul that much space today. He's got 14 points and 6 assists already. 50-21. No answer for Slovenia. Paul pulls down the rebound and gets fouled. Everything is working for Australia's offense. Greg Vanderjagt knows how to play as a big man, a 10-year NBL career, 6'10", head coach of Australia. Paul sets the table. Swings it Brown. Off the bounce, hit the deck. Back to Paul. Luke Paul slashing inside. He couldn't finish through traffic. Stop on a dime and throw it up off the rim, won't go. Nothing is falling for Slovenia. Brown into the lane. Kicks it, McCann, and he got his jersey tugged. Or was he out of bounds? No, it is a foul. Here's another look at Luke Paul getting into the lane. He was unable to finish. It might have been blocked by Tomšić Vojkovic. And then, yeah, it's a clear foul against Nate Slapnik. And it sends McCann to the line. Josh McCann, a 5-point-per-game scorer last year at the Asia Cup. He goes 2 for 2. Slapnik gives it up. Inside, a core defending. Better offense, though. Paul gives it up. Burn to the rim for 2. Australia is making the sport of basketball look easy. The offense clicking on all cylinders. Paul to burn. And the points keep coming for the Australians. Timeout, Slovenia.
Attacks to close out. Bruno inside. Fills it up.
Australian dominance as we get this one back underway. The final couple minutes of the second quarter. The Australia offense so efficient to start this game. They are 19 for 30 from the field, 10 for 15 from 3. And Slovenia struggling to find answers. They get one quickly with Anderlic out of the timeout. Burn corner 3 off. Fight for the rebound. It's Slovenian. Give inside to the post. Yarts goes to work. Loon Yarts fading away. Good looking stroke from Loon Yarts. Quiet start to his day, but we know he's capable of scoring. Brown, shake and bake off the glass, no. Slovenia wants to run. They have numbers if they hurry. Kick it out, Yarts, open for 3, too strong. And a foul on the rebound. That goes against Nate Piernot. It's his second. On the box out from Alex Edwards. Alex Edwards, still 16 for the next couple of days, turning 17 on July 4th. Yartz cuts back door, works inside, fading away, no. Offensive rebound, kick back out, open three, good. Alex Page-Rupnik continuing to stay hot, 10 points for him. Akur, hands for McCann. Dammers. McCann looks for space. Dammers. McCann, two-man game, 3 to shoot. McCann, free throw line jumper. Pass tipped out of bounds, will stay with Slovenia, 3.2 on the clock. Into the corner, and Slovenia cannot beat the buzzer, and that will do it for the first half. It was all Australia, and they're shooting the story of the first 20 minutes. 10 for 16 from 3. They shoot over 60% from the field. The Australians with a 28-point lead at the break. Second half after this here on the FIBA Basketball Channel.
Attacks to close out. Bruno inside. Fills it up. Nice pass to Suigo. Hammers it in for 2. here, dishing it off. Trying to get going in transition. The steal comes away. Matthews throwing it up top, and there it is. Our first highlight of the day early on in this one. Big time slam from the number 5, Troy Plumtree. Bansa going up against Reed. Oh my goodness. Oh my, AJ DeBansa on this shit. A huge rejection from Carvalho. Get that out of here. And once again, they slow down the offense. Mathis has been allowed to be double teamed again. And Debansa holding up the 2. They've got to get someone in the middle there. Make a pass, make the pass. And the timeout called as USA run out to a 10-point lead. Major pin to the glass, put it on a notice board. Caleb Hall. It's stolen away by Spain, pushing forward. A fight for position here. Arnett has it now. It's 3 versus 1. The ball goes to the bucket. Energy! Jumps it home. Right on time. 2-point lead. Get out this pass here. Carvalho is knocked away from him. Man to quit throwing it up! Great tries to spin move, his pocket is big. Debansa, oh my goodness! Baptism of fire! AJ Debansa. Perez loses it. McCoy Jr. off the glass. Stokes setting it up to beat the buzzer. A buzzer beater oop off the glass. McCoy Jr. Tyron Stokes. USA on smoke.
Coast for the and one opportunity.
You ain't never seen nothing like this.
out, keep Bruno inside.
Fills it up.
What do you think?
Oh my goodness, get out of here.
That corner pocket with Bruno.
And then you've got this woman here, Asia.
And what a finish.
Overplayed as well. Players without playing one-on-one.
Because she's excited with passion.
Buckets at the buzzer.
And these fans in Kobe, they love it. They absolutely love seeing it.
Nice pass to Swigo. Hammers it in for two. Vulanovas here dishing it off. Trying to get going in transition. The steal comes away. Matthews. Throwing it up top, and there it is. Our first highlight of the day early on in this one. Big time slam from the number 5, Troy Plumtree. Bansa going up against Reed. Oh my goodness! Oh my, AJ DeBansa punishing. Oh, that's a huge rejection from Garavaglia. Get that out of here. And once again, they slow down the offense. This has been allowed to be double-teamed again. And DeBansa holding up the two. They've got to get someone in the middle there. Fake a pass, make the pass. And a timeout called as USA run out to a 10-point lead. Oh, that's nasty, that block. Major pin to the glass, put it on a notice board. Caleb Hall. It's stolen away by Spain. Pushing forward. A fight for position here. Arnott has it now. It's 3 versus 1. The ball goes to the bucket. Energy! Jumps it home. Right on time. 2-point lead. Get on this pass here. Carvalho. It's knocked away from him. Man, the quit throwing it up. Musa. Tries the spin move, its pocket is picked. DeBansa. Oh my goodness! Baptism of fire! AJ DeBansa. Steal, Perez loses it. McCoy Jr. off the glass, Stokes! Setting it up to beat the buzzer. A buzzer beater, oop off the glass. McCoy Jr., Tyron Stokes, USA on smoke.
For the N1 opportunity.
You ain't never seen nothing like this.
We are ready to go for the second half in Istanbul. Michael Cerrone with you as Australia leads 58-30 over Slovenia after 20 minutes. The shooting for Australia, fantastic in the first half. 20 for 33 from the field, 10 for 16 from three-point range, 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Very promising as they start their run through the knockout stage. Luke Paul to the corner, Ariang, air ball. Probably the worst miss of the game for Australia thus far. You look at what Australia has done in their U17 World Cup history. They've made it every time. They fell all the way to 15 in 2024. They have not been to the semifinals since they won back-to-back silvers in 2012 and 2014. That 2012 team with Dante Exum and Ben Simmons lost to USA with MVP Jahlil Okafor, as well as Jabari Parker, Tyus Jones, Justice Winslow. All four of them went to Duke, and then Stanley Johnson, Joel Berry. The team was loaded, that USA squad. And back in 2014, Australia lost in the final to USA with Jason Tatum and Malik Newman. Dejan Vasiljevic for Australia had 29 points in the final. The only other loss back in 2014 for that Australia team was to Canada. That team had Jamal Murray on it. The future of college hoops and the NBA on hand always at the U17 World Cup. And Australia trying to get back to that gold medal game that they have not been to since 2014, or at least get to the semifinals. It's been 12 years and a long 12 years. Bassaran free throw line face-up game and a foul. Slovenia, on the other hand, just their second ever World Cup. They were here back in 2022 when they finished 7th. They went 4-3 with losses to France, USA, and Australia. That Australia team had Rocco Zakarski, Jacob Furphy, Austin Rapp. Furphy and Rapp from UConn and Wisconsin, respectively. Zakarski out of the NBA. Ariang triple. He missed another one. Rough start for him to start the second half. The leading scorer in 2022 for Slovenia was Jan Vide, who played at UCLA, Loyola Marymount, and now Virginia. Paul, what a great first half he had. 14.7 assists already for him, as well as a pair of steals. In 2022, when Slovenia was here, those losses to USA, France, Australia, those were star-studded teams. USA had Cooper Flagg, Koa Pete, Boogie Fland, all sorts of talent as Brown's three rolls around and out. That France team, Alex Sarr and Zachary Risache, loaded squads that Slovenia lost to. On the attack, Rezets kicks out, corner pop, won't go. Bassaran could not pull down the rebound, and the second chance effort was off. Antonio Brown up high with a Bassaran screen. Gets inside, scoops it up. He's fouled, and Antonio Brown headed to the free throw line. He's averaging a good bit more than he did last year at the Asia Cup. He's a routine starter, 6'4" guard, and he plays off ball while Luke Paul handles. And Brown is really impressed. Good inside finisher, and he showed it off. Big game yesterday in the win against Venezuela. 17 points, 8 of 11 from the field. Hasn't been as efficient today, but with the free throws, he's into double figures. Inside finish over Ariang drops in for Loon Yarts. 5 points for Yarts, 2 for 6 from the field. Star scorer for Slovenia. 18.5 points per game through the first two, and then a pretty quiet game against New Zealand. Australia, the top team out of Group D with wins over Serbia, Ivory Coast, and Venezuela. Slovenia with losses to Puerto Rico, Turkey, and New Zealand. The winner of this faces Canada. Canada taking down Italy by 22 in the round of 16 as the bracket continues to set itself up for the quarterfinals. Slovenia gets a 3 from Rezic and immediately pushed the pace after the turnover. Reverse layup, no. Second effort off the rim. And Akur has the board. Loose ball controlled by Paul. They have to get it across. They do with Brown, who sprints inside. Antonio Brown, acrobatic finish. That is not an easy finish, going full speed against Shiftar. And he hangs in the air and lays it in off the glass. Yarts, hands off. Back to Yarts, straight away. Loon Yarts floater. Slovenia figuring out the scoring in the first half of the third quarter. Outscoring Australia by 2 to start the third. Brown steps back for a 3 and cans it. Antonio Brown with a great start to this half. 7 points already in the third quarter. Get inside and finish. Alex Page Rupnik. 12 points for him. Australia gets another answer. (70-41) Australia. Antonio Brown able to score in a variety of ways. Alex Page Rupnik had the answer, but then Brown came back down the floor and scored again inside. Yarts up top. Over Mabbitt. Does not get the bounce. It hung on the rim for quite a while. And it was last touched by Riak Akur. Shiftar. Fouled. Kick to the corner. Contested 3. Nothing but net. Jakob Shiftar from downtown. A high arcer goes for his first points. Loon Yart setting up the offense for Slovenia. A lot of ball movement, and they finally get an open look out of it, and it's good. It took a while, but Jakob Shiftar is getting on the board. 2 straight threes. Brown hands off McCann. Back to Brown. They'll put it inside. Mabbutt goes to work and lays it in. That is excellent footwork from Alex Mabbutt. Contested layup drops. It's good defense, better offense right now. Jakob Shiftar is coming to life. Shiftar with 8 points now for Slovenia in the blink of an eye. Lob it inside. Akur missed it. Mabbutt missed the tip. Shiftar averaging almost 19 a game. It took him a while, but he's got 8. Here he is again. Shiftar fouled, and it's an unsportsmanlike. He was grabbed from behind by Mabbutt as he made his way into the paint. Jakob Shiftar, what a great third quarter he's having in the last few possessions, really. 31-7 against Puerto Rico to open the tournament, 19 against Turkey. Despite going 0-3 in the group stage, Slovenia has had some bright spots, some serious scorers. Jakob Shiftar and Loon Yarts have been the 2 clear leaders. Nate Rozhnik has also been great. He had a double-double against New Zealand yesterday. Tried to swing it, and it's taken away, and Wateni runs it away for Australia. Now they slow it down. Wateni to the corner. Akur looks inside Mabbutt. He's going to get double-teamed. Mabbutt behind the back pass. Wateni got the 3. A pretty pass from Alex Mabbutt, and Andrew Wateni cashes in. Give it up. That's a 3. Does not go for Paige Rupnik, but Slovenia gets another look. Shiftar spins inside, throws it up. No, second effort goes. Loon Yarts, the cleanup crew. And Australia turns it over. Andrew Wateni is frustrated. He just lost it. Long 3. That's off. Might have been rushed. There was still 9 on the shot clock. 1:15 to go in the third. 24-point lead for Australia. Dammers for Mabbutt. Alex Mabbutt has been using his physicality to generate space down low. Fading away from the basket. It drops in, and Greg Vanderjagt is upset. He wants a timeout. Max Anderlecht with the latest bucket for Slovenia. Lead still 22 for Australia, but they want to talk things over. Under a minute to go in the third. Back right after this. 77-55, Australia over Slovenia. 59.6 ticks left in the third quarter. Slovenia stringing together buckets in the third. They're outscoring Australia 25-19 in this frame and trying to carry momentum into the fourth, but the 28-point halftime deficit, a lot to overcome. We have seen it done before at this tournament. Mabit down low, trying to use the footwork. He missed it. A whistle on the rebound. Off the ball. It's going against Slovenia. They are frustrated. We'll see who they get it against. And it could be that right arm hooking around. It sends Josh McCann to the line. Left it well short. There's a lot of frustration on both sides, and they actually called a technical foul against the bench. So I'm not sure what the initial whistle was for and if there was a reaction from the bench or if something was said, but it is a team technical foul against Slovenia, but no harm, no foul as McCann missed the free throw. Offensive foul. McCann steps in and makes up for the missed free throw. And it is against Jakob Shiftar. Four seconds separate the shot and game clock. Doesn't matter. Australia turns it over. 4-on-3 for Slovenia. They'll pull it back out and hold for one. And now we have a whistle, and they'll have to clean up the floor. Slovenia ball. Shot clock turned off to end the third. They've played well in this third quarter. Is it enough to generate something going into the fourth? I don't know. Being down 58-30 at halftime might be too much. And Australia was playing great to start the third. They have really quieted down in the last few minutes. Trupnik inbounds. Jakob Shiftar is fouled up high. Now 9 seconds for Slovenia. Another foul. Similar to what we saw in the USA-Cameroon game, it felt like fouls on every possession. And this time it sends Slovenia to the free throw line. .1 left in the third. And the first free throw is good for Max Anderlecht. 5.7 points per game for him through the group stage. Anderlecht 1 for 2. Offensive rebound. Put back no. Third effort blocked. Time for Australia. McCann gives it up. It's thrown up at the buzzer. It's good! Oh, it went in! Australia with a miracle ball from way downtown. They'll take another look at it to see if it's good. Luke Paul from beyond half court, and it is well out of his hands. It's good for Luke Paul. The final 10 minutes upon us in Istanbul. Luke Paul from beyond half court to end the third quarter. 80-56 Australia as we get the fourth quarter going. An immediate three for Yarts, not even close. Another attempt for Slovenia and the layup missed. That's about the story of the game for the Slovenians. It's been all Australia. Australia shooting 57% as a team, 61% from three. Slovenia, on the other hand, from the field, they are shooting 38%. A fantastic game from Australia's offense, and still 9.5 to play for Luke Paul and company to punch their ticket to the quarterfinals and set up what would be an exciting matchup against Canada. Luke Paul was blocked in a shot clock violation, or was he actually fouled? They're going to call a foul. Australia, Canada should be a really, really fun game. Serbia with a big lead over New Zealand right now. We're keeping an eye on the round of 16. So it looks like Serbia will play Lithuania. Australia and Canada. USA will get the winner of Puerto Rico and Ivory Coast. Yarts misses the three. France will get the winner of Turkey, Venezuela. Ariang running the floor! Oh-ho! John Ariang! Whoa! A poster for Ariang! A highlight reel play from John Ariang to extend the lead. And a technical foul called against Loon Yarts. Frustration mounting after the foul. Yarts slammed the ball down, and he gets whistled for it. Timeout on the floor. It is 83-56, and Slovenia needs a break after John Ariang sets the tone for the fourth quarter. Woohoo!
What do you think?
Oh my goodness, get out of here.
That corner pocket and Bruno.
And then you've got this woman here, Asia.
And what a finish.
Players without playing one-on-one.
Because she's excited with passion.
Buckets at the buzzer.
And these fans in Kobe, they love it. They absolutely love seeing it.
John Ariang with a massive poster. Frustration mounting for Slovenia. Loon Yarts called for the technical foul. Brown misses the free throw, but man, oh man, did John Ariang just put an exclamation point on this one with a hammer. He's been quiet today, too. Only 7 points for Ariang, but that was not a quiet 2. 83-56 now, Australia. Just over 8 to play. Kick out, open 3. Rolls around and out, and the rebound is snatched by Paul. What an end to the third quarter and start to the fourth quarter for Australia. You get a 40-foot 3 from Luke Paul. You get a posterizing jam from John Ariang. Unbelievable. Luke Paul, all alone, rattles the rim. Yart's a 3, missed it wide. A lot of fouls slowing the pace of this fourth quarter. This was an extremely fast-moving first half, especially the first quarter. Just breezed right by us. Pace has since slowed down, and that is as frustrations have likely mounted. There was some frustration for Australia, too, late in that third quarter when Slovenia went on a run. Stopping for a 3, Paige Rupnik. He got it. And Slovenia has clearly been frustrated as they will likely start their tournament 0-4. Ariang bounces inside for Bassaran, the rim rattler. Bounce pass, Paige Rupnik tied up with Brown. It's ripped away. Antonio Brown lobs it up for Paul, and he could not hammer it down. Australia trying to add to the highlights. Will Hamilton full speed to get there and knock it out of bounds. Long 3, Paige Rupnik given the space, left it short. Ariang running the break for Australia, and he pulls it back out. Knew John Ariang was an athlete, but a poster dunk like we just saw a few minutes ago. Didn't know he had that one in his bag. Coming off what was a solid group stage that got off to a fast start. He had a 12.11 rebound double-double in the opener. He's been solid since. Nothing like that, like we just saw. Bassaran defending. Yartz puts it over him, missed it, and Hamilton tracks down the rebound. Threw it out of bounds, looking for Brown. Was it last touched by Slovenia? It was. Expected one of the major differences in this game to be rebounding. Australia came in averaging 54, Slovenia 37, but it's been very even, 32-31 in favor of the Australians. And we're gonna get another look at who this went out of bounds on. What this has really come down to is simply the shooting. Australia shooting 59%, Slovenia 35%. The efficiency of the Australian offense has led them to this big 28-point lead, back to what it was at halftime after the third quarter Slovenian momentum. 87-59, 5:52 to go before Australia punches their ticket to face Canada in the quarterfinals. That is going to be a good one. Australia with some really good guard play. They have the forwards to back them up. Well, so does Canada. It should be a pretty even matchup. Canada lost their opener to Lithuania in a very high-scoring contest, and then they beat China and Cameroon pretty handily. And they have great guard play. Isaiah Clark, Isaiah Hamilton, they have been the leaders along with Liam Matakaro. And it's going to be a fun one between Australia and Canada. Jordan Fisher, Tristan Edwards. And the other thing that we haven't seen in any of Australia's games is anyone to guard Yaya Bassaran, a big 7-footer. Canada should have that. And coming off the bench, they have Jeremy Goyer, who is 7'5", as Loon Yart sticks the triple. And Goyer doesn't play all that much. He averages 2.3 points per game and 3.5 rebounds. But that's going to be a fun matchup. Australia and Canada on Friday. Bassaran kicks, Ariang the shot, won't get it. And it's plays like that where a big man for Canada will be an entertaining matchup. Bassaran easily got that offensive rebound before the great defense forced the miss, and Slovenia takes it the other way for 2. Easy deuce on the other end for Hamilton. Luke Paul, Antonio Brown each have 20 for Australia, as Ariang with the rejection, but it's been the offense for Australia that has been the story. 11 of their 12 players have scored. Tom Dammers is on the floor. He's the only one that hasn't. Will Hamilton with 10 points. Luke Paul doing a little bit of everything. 20 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, 2 steals. Such a dynamic guard that Australia has. Ariang off the jab, lobs it up high, taken in by Mabbutt for 2. Backdoor feed, reverse layup, no. Rebound for McCann. Teddy, McCann attacks. McCann floats, no. Got his own rebound. Pulls it back out. McCann thought about it. Drives in, kicks it. Dammers, pure. All 12 Australians have scored today. Off the rim. It's pulled in by John Ariang. Ariang already showing off the bounce once today. This time he lays it in. The lead is 31. Australian dominance today over Slovenia. They have led from wire to wire. Loon Yarts has loved that left wing, but he missed another one. Not his best shooting performance in this one. But right on cue, he gets an and 1. Yarts is 5 for 16 from the field. He's got 12 points now. Tom Dammers leads the offense for the Australians. Give it up, Byrne. Dammers wide open down low. That is a very satisfying scoreboard to look at. A lot of round numbers as it is 99-69 Australia. By far the highest scoring output for the Australians. 88, 78, and 75 were their 3-point totals coming into this one. Kick it, a core, a 3. Can't put Australia into the triple digits just yet. It was a low-scoring win yesterday, 75-47 over Venezuela. Australia really left no doubts about who they are in the group stage. That win over Serbia showed something. Serbia came into the Smart Power rankings at number 2 in the tournament. Australia had no trouble with them, 88-66. Closest game against Ivory Coast. It was a very good one. But they ended up winning by 5 after going into the fourth quarter trailing. Free throws for Nate Slapnick. Slapnick 2 for 2, 4 points in this one, below his average of almost 6. Just over 2 minutes to go in Istanbul, and Australia will have a date with Canada in the quarterfinals on Friday. Quarterfinals Friday, semis on Saturday, and the final, as well as the third place game on Sunday to decide who medals here in the 2026 U17 Men's World Cup. We'll take a week off and then bring you all the action from the Women's Under-17 World Cup. A bucket for Jaka Jovanovic. Australia can't answer. Again, this is an Australia team that fell all the way to 15 in 2024. And Australia will place at least 8th. They will go into the quarterfinals undefeated. Slovenia will fall to 0-4 after not getting one in the group stage. Free throws for Alex Edwards, the 16-year-old, 6'5" forward. Zipped inside, but it goes into the hands of Byrne. McCann pushes ahead, hangs in the air, no. Edwards offensive rebound and stick back. Australia passed the century mark for the first time this tournament. It has been dominance today. The offense rolling. Akur puts it inside. Edwards, Byrne, 2 more. 20 points apiece from Luke Paul and Antonio Brown to lead the way, but everyone has scored at least 4 points. An amazing performance from Australia, and Greg Vanderjack has a lot to be proud of headed into the quarterfinals. A 29-point lead with 20 seconds to play. Australia, Canada on Friday, an exciting one in the quarters. Shot clock winding down, 3-ball is airballed and then out of bounds, last touched by the Slovenians. Oh, and it went off the head. And that'll do it. Australia will dribble out a 29-point win and head into the quarterfinals with a date against Canada. The final, Australia 104, Slovenia 75, here in Istanbul. Australia out of the round of 16 without a blemish on their record. 4-0 into the quarterfinals. Slovenia falls to 0-4 and will play in the classification games. For our entire FIBA crew, I'm Michael Cerrone saying I'll see you when I see you. Dominance from the Australians, a 104-75 win over Slovenia. Thanks for joining us.